Harry Alfie. Oh, we're recording, yeah. Harry Alfie. March the 31st, 2017. Right, I've wrote a few things down on this one. So this is going to be the probably the most direct to the point one I've done so far, because I've been doing these now for over 2 years. You're both 2 years older, so I think you're ready for. I do genuinely worry about where the world's going to. Now you're going to grow up into this world where you're going to know no different because you'll have been brainwashed, and that's no disrespect to you, but what we're seeing, people from, I don't know, maybe your dad's era, your mum's era, Alfie, forward, they probably can remember what it was like. So it's not just me, some old git. It's anybody probably 25 and older can't remember when the oh God, just look at that lot. I bought a fish pond and it's fell over. Sums me up at the minute. What am I going to do about that? Anyway, carry on talking. So it's not all lost. Now I've got LBC on radio at the minute. And there's only a couple of presenters on there that talk sense. The rest of them are just absolute lefty, liberal, and absolute idiots. And the brainwashing that's going on, and it is brainwashing. I don't care what anybody says, it is brainwashing. Convincing you to accept what they consider to be this new norm. Next time anybody says this is the new norm, I'm just going to hit them around the head with a wet fish. Just fed up of it. Anyway, I've wrote a few things down here. So sit down, boys, buckle up, write notes, take notes. I don't know when this in the future you're going to be listening to this, but remember where you heard it first. Here we go. Now, I'm driving actually down the street the other day, and nobody could ever accuse me of being a racist, even though people would probably try. But anybody who really knows me knows I'm not. I love mixing with people. I've got friends of all different creeds and colours and all sorts, and in fact I get on with more of them than I do white people, so nobody could ever accuse me of being a racist. However, what I'm about to say, somebody might even say, you're being xenophobic. No, I'm not. Driving down the street the other day, and there were 3 people walking up the street, dressed as scruffy as you like, in pyjamas, I don't know where in the world they were from, eating dry bread. And you think, what are you contributing to this country? Now, that may sound controversial, but what you've got to remember is we're a tiny little island. And I know this, all your lefties and your liberals go, here we go again, bring back the British Empire. No, it's not about that. I would help every single person in this world if I could, every single person, but I'd help them in their country. If you went to Somalia and said to all the Somalians, and let's be honest, there's 150 million of them, would you like to come and live in England? I bet you a mass majority of that 150 million would say, yeah, but they haven't got the ways and finances to even get here. So you've got to question the people who do get here. If these people have got absolutely nothing, how are they getting a plane ticket to here? So where are they getting their money from? Question number one. But that's just one country, Ethiopia. You've got all the countries in the world would all love to come in if they could. Where does it end? It's got to end somewhere. So I'm going to come over here for a better life. Well, going back to them 3 people walking up the street, they didn't look like they had a better life to me. They looked like they got absolutely nothing. Walking up the street, scruffy as you like, eating dry bread. And now the problem you've got with societies is that when you bring 2 cultures together, whichever the one is the lowest of the 2, everything sinks down to that level. Now, I watched the film the other day, and I know it's only a film before you say anything, but it's a classic representation of what's going on, is that there was a really well-spoken, educated person that are down with the street, blingy, sort of like, talking all this street crap, yeah, bro, and all that. But the educated white kid had to drop down to his level. Why? Why has everybody got to drop down a level? And something else that does me head in is this, we need more jobs, we need more houses, we need more jobs, we need more houses, we need more jobs, we need more houses. Well, I actually was watching a bit of TV the other day, and it flashed back to the 1960s, and there was street marches. We need more jobs, we need more houses, we need more jobs, we need more houses. It's an insatiable thing, it's never going to end. So you build more houses, you fill them. So you need more jobs. You've got more jobs, more people come in. More, everybody breeds. You need more houses, you need more jobs, you need more. At some point, you've just got to say, you've got to stop this madness. Stop. Why do we always have to grow? Why do we need another terminal at Heathrow? Why? Why have we got to grow? Why do we need this HS2 speed link from London to Manchester? Why do we need it? If I want to go to Manchester, I can go to Manchester. If I want to fly, I can fly. There are flights out there and there are trains out there. It's almost this insatiable appetite to keep growing. Why do we need to grow? Why? Well, to keep up with the... Why? Why? Why do we need to keep up with anybody? Now, when I'm watching the news with this coronavirus absolute nonsense, and no, I'm not having the jab, and if it means me never going on holiday again and never going in a supermarket again, I won't have it. Remember where you just heard that? I ain't having no jab. Ain't no having no jab, fool. They're pushing all these things down his throat, and I'll tell you something, it's proper scary where this is going. So, let me get my breath. I'm proper on one today, you having it? Right. Police. What an absolute joke. Now, I fought authority all my life. I was always rowing with my parents, fighting with anybody who I didn't agree with, fighting with the police or getting in trouble with the police. Well, and some fighting with the police. But we respected the coppers back then. They were big, fucking ugly, fucking hard. I do apologise. Swearing just shows you how unintelligent somebody is. So I do apologise for that. But I'm just a bit animated. But you respected them. They were big, ugly coppers and, you feared them. Now, this riots, they went to arrest somebody the other day, some proper low-life scumball, and the whole street and estate came out and fought the police to stop him getting arrested. What? There was a copper who was climbing over I don't know what he was doing, but he managed to get himself stuck on these railings. He's upside down on these railings, he's pooed himself, and everybody's there filming him. Filming him like this. Not one of them went to help him. I don't particularly like the police, but I would have definitely have helped him. Society is gone rotten, absolute rotten. This Black Lives Matter, everybody now loving the black or mixed race, everybody, we're ever so sorry what happened to you. Hold on a minute, we were invaded by the French, we were invaded by the Romans, we were invaded by the Vikings, not in that order. We had nothing. If you went back to medieval England and being a white Englishman in medieval England, let alone the Scottish roots that I've got as well, you were lucky to live to 30. We had it as tough as anybody. Everybody was enslaved. Everybody's been enslaved. Everybody thinks they went through Africa with this big net catching people. It was Africans that had the slave trade. It's their idea. They sold it to us. And the first slave master in America, have a guess what colour he was? Yeah, black. Anthony Johnson, look him up. He was loving it. He was so, come on, you white people, you don't want to be getting your hands dirty yourself. Employ these black people that they caught, they imprisoned. And then they needed to get them over here and they used our ships. I mean, it's hardly our idea, is it? When the whole world was buying them. And are we going for compensation from Italy because of the Romans, what they did to us? Are we going to Denmark and Norway and the Scandinavian countries for what the Vikings did to us? Are we going to the French for what they did to us? No, we suck it up. Right, that's the police. COVID, all part of the plan. Oh, here's a prediction. That Floyd, what's his name? Who the cop with the knee that started all this nonsense, really, that fired it all up. What's his name? Floyd. Anyway, that black guy, Floyd, with the copper with his knee on him, he ended up dying. Look it up, he's on there somewhere. Floyd, somebody. Do you want my prediction? 31st of March, 2021, that copper will get off with it. That copper will get off with it. He won't go to prison. See what happens then to the world when he gets away with it. Whether he gets away with it or he just doesn't do time, they're expecting him to go to prison forever. He won't get that. Mark that. Well, you'll know in the future whether I got that right or not. More jobs, more else. I got that. Oh, there's some Muslim girl goes into the shop earlier on, wants her 50 pence back because she accidentally spent it the day before because it had got multiculturalism built Britain. Multiculturalism built Britain? What are they teaching these people? My granddad fought World War to help save this country. I don't think there are any Muslims in here building Britain then, or anybody. Now, of course, we did have a Sikh division, and they fought from India, and quite rightly so. We had people from all over the world fight for us, and I respect that and acknowledge that. Multiculturalism built Britain. God, just give me strength. Give me strength. Right, where's all the... Yeah, if you get bored, go onto YouTube, even though this will be years now, well, it might not even be that long now, but put in the gumball theory for immigration. It's an American professor, and he uses gumballs, as in hard, chewy balls, gumballs. And he uses that as an analogy for immigration. Everybody should be made to watch that in every school. The Gumball theory to immigration, watch that. Slavery only happened to white people, happened to black people according to them, and done by us. We didn't enslave any black people. Well, we used them in our colonies and stuff, but that was because the Africans were saying to use them and selling them to us. Yeah, looking back, we shouldn't have done it. That's a different time, wasn't it? You know? And you know something? You know when the South Africans went to, when the Dutch, who were Protestants and they got persecuted for being Protestants, they sailed their ships all the way around the coast of Europe, couldn't find a home that would be welcoming to them. They eventually settled in South Africa where there was only one tribe. I can never remember the name of them. And everything was harmful, everything was peaceful. But you know something? And don't quote me on the year, 1682, something like that. The Africans had not even invented the wheel. Think about the rest of the world, the Egyptians with the pyramids, the Incas with the Aztec pyramids that they had with the Incas, and the mass all around the world, Stonehenge here in England. They'd not even invented the wheel in Africa. So even though slavery was bad, all slavery is bad, but it got them out of Africa. It got them going all over the world, and now look at them. They haven't done bad out of it, have they? I don't think that's a bad thing. Celebrate the good things out of it. The Indians do that. The British Empire did a lot of bad things in India, did a lot of good things in India. They celebrate the good stuff. They haven't forgot the bad stuff, but they celebrate the good stuff. And these community leaders, somebody went to arrest somebody the other day, and they had to talk to the community leader before they arrested him. Where's our community leaders? Where's ours? If I want to get arrested, they just come around and arrest me. Community leaders. It's a law within a law. The white working class, we are doomed. Unless things change. There's too much infighting. Somebody rises up and he looks like he's going to be the saviour for the white working class, but what do we all do? We accuse him of working for the government, you're working for the state. We can't stick together, and that is our downfall. They stick together. When I say they, that's everybody. They all stick together. We, the white working class, never stick together. The system is designed so that if we do rise up, we get arrested, we get beat up, we get prosecuted. Scary times, boys. Good luck.